Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. So today I'm doing a book review on Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. So I got this book in a little free library recently, and it looked brand new. And yeah, how can you pass up Colleen Hoover? So I have to say though that Colleen Hoover's books are kind of a hit and miss for me. I loved Verity. I gave that 5 stars plus. But I tried to read another one of hers and I can't remember what it was now, and I didn't care for it. But then I read another one and it was good. So I went ahead and picked this up, and I'm so glad I did because this was so good. I'm giving it 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. So this one we follow Bea. Bea comes from a life of poverty and neglect. Samson from a family of wealth. When the two find themselves spending the summer as neighbors, they soon realize money is one of the few things they don't have in common. Their bond is too intense to ignore. But with only the summer separating them from the start of their new lives on opposite ends of the country, Bea and Samson decide to stay in the shallow end of a summer fling. What they don't realize is that a rip current is coming, and it's about to drag both their hearts out to sea. Yeah, that's all it says on the back. So I'm going to read you a few paragraphs from the very first chapter. But look at this cover, guys. It just draws you in, doesn't it? And then Heartbones, like, what does that even mean? Well, if you read the book and the story, you will find out. Because there's definitely, reference to that. Chapter 1, Summer 2015. There's a picture of Mother Teresa that hangs on our living room wall, where a television would go if we could afford the kind of television that hangs on the wall, or even a home with the kind of walls that could hold a television. The walls of a trailer house aren't made of the same stuff walls in a normal house are made of. In a trailer house, the walls crumble beneath your fingernails like chalk if you so much as scratch it. I once asked my mother, Janine, why she keeps a picture of Mother Teresa on our living room wall. The bitch was a fraud, she said. Her words, not mine. I think when you're the worst of people, finding the worst in others becomes a survival tactic of sorts. You focus heavily on the darkness in people in hopes of masking the true shade of your own darkness. That's how my mother has spent her entire life, always seeking the worst in people, even her own daughter, even Mother Teresa. Janine is lying on the couch in the same position she was in when I left for my shift at McDonald's 8 hours ago. She's staring at the picture of Mother Teresa, but she's not actually looking at it. It's as if her eyeballs have stopped working, stopped absorbing. Janine is an addict. I realized this around the age of 9, but back then her addictions were limited to men, alcohol, and gambling. So we have Bea. She's the one that's telling the story. And Bea is, I want to say, 19? I think she's 19. Over the years, her addictions become more noticeable and a lot deadlier. I think it was 5 years ago, right around when I turned 14, so that'd make her 19, when I caught her shooting up meth for the first time. Once a person starts using meth regularly, their lifespan shortens drastically. I googled it in the school library once. How long can a person live with meth addiction? 6 to 7 years is what the internet said. So already you can see this, how deep this book is. Like, it pulls you in from the first few chapters. I found her unresponsive several times over the years, but this one feels different. This kind of feels final. Janine? There's a calmness to my voice that certainly shouldn't be present right now. I feel like my voice should be shaky or unavailable. I feel somewhat ashamed at the lack of reaction in this moment. I drop my purse at my feet as I stare intensely at her face from across the living room. It's raining outside and I haven't even closed the front door yet, so I'm still getting soaked. But shutting the door and sheltering my back from the rain is the least of my concerns right now, as I stare at Janine as she stares at Mother Teresa. Yeah. Whew. So, 4.5 stars. This was good. I don't want to tell you a whole lot because I want you to read it. I mean, probably you won't find it in a little free library like I did, because let's face it, I go to a lot of little free libraries, and you know, what were the chances that I would find this in a little free library? Just saying. But I bet you can find it at your library, or maybe you can find it the ebooks at your library, or try eBay. Yeah. This was so good, guys. So good. Here's the back of it. Anyway, 4.5 stars. It was good. Alright, guys, that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check back, because I have a whole bunch of little free library tour videos still coming out on my channel. So if you like those, make sure you check back. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time.